Silvia shares her postnatal experience after her first birth.
I was relieved to go away from the hospital. Unfortunately, I had post-birth depression. I was conscious about my depression. My son also started to have reflux, was connected with the neck problem, correlated with the ventosa, connected with the way he was born. So my son had to breastfeeding in vertical way. I always have to holding him lay down on my breast, so put a lot of pressure on my pelvis. It was so painful. Every time he started to cry, I was like, I'm not able to breastfeeding him. I don't want to breastfeeding him. I also was so conscious about the benefit of breastfeeding. I was not ready to lose this fight and use the bottle. I want to breastfeeding. What was painful? I was unable to stay sit. I was unable to stay down. I was unable to walk. I was unable to pee. I was unable to poo. I was living in this uncomfortable situation all the time, during the day and during the night. You want to breastfeed, you have at least sit down. And during the day, I had my husband, he was helping me. During the night, I felt so lonely. My husband was there. I was able to wake him up if I needed. I wasn't alone, but I felt alone. When he started to have reflux, oh my god, I'm crying a lot. I felt that I failing again. I didn't be able to birth, so I felt that I was a really bad mom. I felt so guilty and I felt so useless. My son wasn't able to sleep well because the reflux burned his esophagus, so he felt a lot of pain. He was crying for hours. We were rocking him hours and hours without resting. Also difficult. Saw him so in pain. He started looking for help, met this osteopath. She was able to manage the neck of my son, the shoulders, and the head to give relief to diaphragm and the belly. After the first session, we saw a really big difference. It didn't change my depression, but helped a lot. She helped us a lot. Also, my husband, he helped me a lot. He was like, I know who you are. I know you, and I'm holding you. I'm with you. I forget all the bad words that you are yelling at me, that you are always crying. I'm just here. I'm just with you. So I'm really grateful for his help. He did an amazing job, like a father, husband, partner, friend, housekeeper, chef. He did his own part. He felt my depression on his shoulder. So
When do you feel like you came out of the depression?
I felt that I never really healing from depression, and also because I knew that I was pregnant not far from the first experience. So after 2 years, I didn't work on my trauma. I was thinking, yes, I need to go to the psychologist, I need help, but no time and no money. I postponed. I didn't recover from the depression. I think that I just survived. And when I discovered the second pregnancy, because of the trauma, when I discovered that I was pregnant, I cried 3 days. I also thought I had to have an abortion because I wasn't able to pass through another experience like the first that I had. I was so scared. I felt that I put my trauma down. I pushed down the trauma. I cover it, and I said, yeah, I'm okay. I'm feeling well. Yes, it was a bad experience, but now I'm fine. And when I realized that I was pregnant again, just the trauma just exploded inside me, and I felt again this feeling of failing, depression, and that I wasn't able to bring him to life. So I asked to the family doctor help me to find a psychotherapist. Because I was pregnant, they put on the top of the list. After 1 week, the Pingu, she called me and I started to work on my trauma. Because I was pregnant, she was unable really to work on my trauma, just try to give me the tools to survive and to have another birth experience, to prepare myself with an open mind. And you have to feel the power of your choice. You are going to choose the hospital, you wanna or not the doula, you are going to choose everything. We worked also on meditations when the trauma was too strong to breathe, calm down, have different tools to manage the panic attack. I think that psychotherapy and the doula did big difference in my second. They changed everything. I felt that with my doula, I felt that I was in control, but not because I was really fighting, because she was there and she was fighting for me. The timing was the same. I broke my water midnight, and in the morning, my second baby helped me to heal part of the trauma. Really mystic experience. I was able to breastfeeding like everywhere, and it was like drinking and sleeping. He showed me that it was possible. It was possible to have a natural birth and an amazing post-birth experience. I felt strong. I felt that I was a powerful woman. I was so full of energy. This is who I am, feeling so quiet and peaceful. Cried a lot, but I'm more than that. It's not the end. But when you pass through this kind of experience, you felt that it's the end. This kind of birth experience also push you in the depression. You don't have a village anymore, no? Other women that can help teach you breastfeeding. So we need to pay more attention. Doctors, nurses, obstetrician has to really think every movement, every word impact all the lives of the people, baby, the family. Put more attention, more care, be more aware about birth, about how women and baby are connected, how oxytocin affect birth but also breastfeeding. So it's not just a shot of oxytocin, it's a wave and can be a tsunami and can destroy a family. Please, please pay attention. I'm lucky. I'm able to talk about the experience, still crying. But other women are not so lucky. Maybe they have to broke the marriage. Maybe they are still taking pills for depression. So it's just be there and be kind. Let the nature, what nature knows.